Yeah, so I wanted to talk to all you parents. Parents of children. And children here refer to people under the age of 18. They are children. They are a lot of them under your roof, under your roofs. Parents, this upcoming carnival season requires that you pay close attention to your children, that you pay close attention to their whereabouts, who they're going with, where they're going to, how they're conducting themselves, how they leave your homes. Now, I know some children are very crafty. They will leave looking decent, and by the time they step out of the house, they look different because they have a bag and they know what they're doing. Still, as a parent, you should know where your children are. You should know who they're lying with and where they're going to spend their time, especially on carnival days. But carnival days are not the only things that happen. We know throughout the season there are lots of activities. So I'm calling on you parents, in Dominica particularly, but wherever carnival is happening and wherever there are just some big events, parents, it is important for you to know the whereabouts of your children, because too many children are being left to do their own things during those seasons. I hear people complain when they look in the band, all they see is children, a whole set of children, too many to mention, and they look and they're not seeing their parents. It is your responsibility to know that your children are safe, they are in a good place with good people, they are not exposed to alcohol, because if they're underage, they should not be drinking nor buying alcohol, or being so alcohol should never be being sold to them. So too many parents neglect that. Oh, especially with boys. You just figure it's boys, he's a boy. Oh, they can just let him loose. But boys get in trouble. We lose boys all the time. Boys become those who, they sell the drugs, they use the drugs. They become the people being used to channel the drugs to somebody else. They get involved in fights. They get involved in all sorts of things. The girls too. These days I see a lot of the feed on social media, and maybe girls were always fighting. We don't know. I don't know. But girls are constantly fighting. They go into places and not to enjoy themselves anymore, but they have a beef with somebody, and instead of talking about it or staying away from, they get involved in fights. Girls. Parents, it is your duty to know the whereabouts of your children. Carnival is crazy, a lot of fun for those who love it, but you also have creeps. You also have those who are out there waiting just to jump on your children, just to take advantage of them. Yeah, let's be real about it. In any way, shape, or form that they have their plans to take advantage of them. And now more than ever, you have to be vigilant. You have to know where your children are. You have to know who they are with, and if it's a responsible person, if it's not a responsible person, why are they with them? But some people just figure, oh, it's my time to free up, let them try and do what they want to do, and so on. Kudos to those parents who ensure that they keep their children close to them during those times, and they know they can see them from wherever they are. I'm not saying that if a child is a teen, early, even like 16 going to 18, that you cannot cut them a little loose. But even then, you have to know where they are and with whom they are, because they are minors, because they are still your responsibilities as children. We all know what happens after Carnival. Number of teenage pregnancies by there. Sometimes we have various violent acts. And it's not all the time that it's young people involved in them. We know that. There are lots of adults who are just negligent and just delinquent and do a lot of nonsense with themselves and other people. But we do know that often it is our girls who end up pregnant. It's our boys who pregnant them. Some may take responsibility, some may not. It's a real deal. It's a real thing I'm talking about. So I'm saying to you parents, in very simple terms, it is your business to know that your children will be in a safe place, in a safe environment, doing something safe during Carnival. Carnival is 2 days, just 2. And it may seem like an eternity. Boy, we have 2 days to jump up and see what great. It's not an eternity. It's going to pass. It is going to finish. And so I say to you as well, the young people, if you see this video, if you can hear this video, it reaches you somehow, the parents, share it with your children. I want to say to you, young people, young lady, young man, your life is precious. And it's more, and it deserves more, and it's worth more than 2 days of zero. So if you go out with your friends and your parents know where you are, and you go out with your friends, you have to be vigilant. You have to be awake. You have to be aware. You cannot close your eyes, and you should not get involved in drugs and violence. And I want to say drugs and alcohol, because alcohol is drug, but we know how sometimes when we say drugs, we're thinking only of the other things. All these things are deadly. They are very potent, including alcohol. No child, none of you children should be found drunk or under the influence of something. I also want to say, young people, your life is precious, and the life of the next person that you have a beef with is just as precious. Yeah, you don't like them, but their life is precious too. You have an issue with them, but their life is precious too. They diss you and you want to get back at them, their life is precious too. Just like yours, their lives are precious. So you don't have the right to harm them in a ban. You don't have the right to take their life in a band or around the band or during Carnival because it's a good time to escape. No. You don't give them life. So respect their lives. Carnival is not for that. If you go back in history to find out why Carnival is about enjoying your emancipation, because the people who preceded us had a hard time trying to get freedom. And once they got it, it was a time to celebrate. That's what Carnival was about. Now it has all sorts of meanings and all kinds of things attached to it. But those vices are not part of it. The way you carry yourselves, your dress code. Call me old-fashioned. Tell me you're not in style. Oh, you're not in Carnival, so stay out of that. That's all right. But I will say to some of you, grown women as well as young women, the skimpiness is no good. The skimpiness is disrespectful to you and other women. And what I mean is 2 days to relax, so I take in my food. 2 days to relax, you take in your food. But what about your value and the value of the fellow women that you represent when you step out of your house? And the example for the children, the little girls that are growing up, the young girls who are struggling with their self-identity. What about them when they see what you're doing? Have some self-respect, sisters. Control yourselves so that the young people can take a page. And young people, you can dress nicely and go to Carnival, respect your body, respect yourself, and still dance and enjoy yourself in a certain manner that is respectful. I don't do Carnival. I don't go on street on Carnival. That's just me. That's my choice, That's my choice. But I don't condemn people who decide to go, and if they're just going to cheap and enjoy themselves in a respectable manner. I don't have a problem with that. I think my issue is some of the people who go overboard because they get a chance, an opportunity to explode or to, go beyond what they should be doing. I think you guys are worth more than that. You guys know that. You're worth more than that. Carnival is 2 days. It's not 2 days to throw your value away. It's not 2 days to take a life of somebody. It's not 2 days to put down your value on a side, hang it on like you hang it on a in a wardrobe on a hanger, and then you will take it back after Carnival Tuesday. No. It's not for that. Respect yourselves so that the younger generation can see you and respect themselves in the same environment. There are so many people who have to take responsibility during Carnival. The musicians, the lyricists, the guys and the artists and the lead singers. All the things you say, all the things you project from your voices. What are you telling people to do? What are you asking them to do? Yeah, I know. 2 days, see, whoa, excellent. Enjoy yourself. But remember, you have a social and civic responsibility. And that is to protect the children, to protect the minors, to protect those who are coming up, and to set an example, a positive example, a good example for them. So I urge all of you to be responsible. Parents, be responsible for your children. Children, young people, be responsible for yourselves, your peers. Respect yourselves. You have to go back to school the next day. Think about it. There is more to your life. Enjoy Carnival, but do it responsibly. Enjoy Carnival, but do it responsibly. And if you know you cannot be responsible, stay away, because you're going to make a mess of yourself. That's what I say. But my biggest call is for you parents. Know about your children. Know where they are. Keep tabs on them. Give them some opportunity to be free and happy, but know where they are. By 9 p.m., no children should be on their own, minors roaming street, and you don't know where they are. That's me. Yeah, old school. That's my take. You're supposed to know where they are, especially if they're under your roof, especially if they live with you. You have to know where they are. Parents, you have an obligation to know where your children are, so that you can help to protect them. You can help to keep them safe. You can help to secure their futures. Because one little action, just one, can deprive them of a bright future. And young people, one bad decision can rid you of your opportunities to live a fulfilled life. I urge you, be responsible. Your life is precious. Your life is meaningful. You are valuable. Treat yourselves accordingly. So if you go to Carnival, be responsible. Enjoy yourself, but do it with responsibility. Do it with respect for yourself. Don't do it for you to bow your head tomorrow because you tell my heart, you're so shame, about what you did, that people start pointing fingers and so on. And nowadays everybody have cameras. Everybody has a cell phone and it has a camera. So they're recording like mad, and they're waiting for the next opportunity to embarrass you with their phones. Yeah. Even sometimes your own people, you're hanging out with your friends. You think they're on your side, they're looking for an opportunity to catch you with your cell phone. Maybe they were not looking for it, but it's happening, so they're recording instead of cautioning you. My final exhortation. If you are going somewhere, it can be a bottle of water you're drinking, it can be a bottle of juice, it can be a malt, and anything else, if it's harder than that. Watch your drink. Don't turn your backs on your drinks. Don't rest it there and tell your friend, watch it for me. No. Don't go somewhere and somebody, you want a drink? And they bring the drink to you opened and you did not see when they open it. Boy, don't drink it. I'm telling you, don't drink it. Call me foolish if you want after I say this. Do not drink it. Watch yourselves. Protect yourselves. People are wicked sometimes and they might spike your drink and destroy you. Be responsible. Be wise. Talk to you all again. God bless.